honestly, Macs, Big Macs, Mac users are lizard people. That's right. It's like they live. Real life is like they live, and people who own Apple devices are like the fucking the aliens in it. Spoiler alert: They Live has aliens in it, and that's the Mac users. Yep, that's it. You can tell because they'll wear turtlenecks and they're cunts generally. Not all of them, just most of them. Right, okay, we're looking at Ether. Warning, this game contains flashing images that you may find disturbing. Okay, a short 2D puzzle game with horror elements in which you play as a child traversing through a dark labyrinth in order to awaken a demon. Movement, WASD, interact space, exit game, escape. Okay, thanks. 2D atmospheric gothic horror monsters. Psychological horror, retro, short, and suspense. Platforms, Windows, Mac OS. Genre puzzle. I'm not very good at puzzle. If there's a game that I'm not good at, it's puzzles. We need to see if we can get this game recording. No, that's the first challenge. It's called Ether. We're going to call it Ether from now on because I can't be bothered constantly going on about it being Ether versus Ether because it's grating on my... Oh shit. It's grating on my patience, and my patience, while normally pretty extensive, is running to quite low levels. So there we go. Ether! There we go. I'll also probably take Mac over Windows 10. I just need some getting used to. The only good OS is Linux. Well, I don't know about that. Good is subjective. The thing with all of these different options is what you actually need is subjective. Windows has a complicated history and appeals to different demographics. If you just want a computer that doesn't fuck up and is generally reliable and costs a lot of money, then go out and get a fucking Mac and don't listen to me because I'm just an arsehole. If you want to make your life just more difficult for yourself and you want to listen to your nerd friend who says that you can do this on the cheap, then yeah, I mean, you could use Linux, but unless you're fucking computer savvy, you're not going to know what the fuck you're doing. That's the case now. That was the case 20 years ago. This game is made by Dakota Bonner, not anything else that might sound a bit like Bonner. Warning, game contains flashing, disturbing images. Controls, movement, WASD. Okay, we got this already. Right, should we dive in? I'm sure it'll be alright. I'd probably take Mac, anyway, to Sayaka's comment, I'd probably take Mac over Windows 10. I would take Windows 7 over Windows. In fact, I would take Windows 2000 over Windows 10 and Windows 7. Windows was better, and then it got worse. It got so much worse. Windows 10 is like a fucking travesty. Holy shit! I can't believe how fucking angry Windows 10 makes me. I hate having to look at it. I hate it. Fuck bollocks. It's fucking. Let's press interact. Here we go. Let's get the cursor off the screen for a bit. Here we go. Look at this. There's a wee sparkly. This has got a bit of a Yume Nikki feel to it already. A bit sort of white desert-y. White desert Yume Nikki mixed with Niftalia. Right, Dame. I'll tell you why Windows 10's... Right, okay, we're going to grandstand about this. Why the fuck not? Right, any operating system that comes with Candy Crush is immediately bollocks, right? Right. Any operating system that feels the need to try and sell Microsoft shit to you. Like, oh, by the way, your choice on web browser? That's fucking shit, mate. You want to use fucking Microsoft Edge because you're not a cunt, right? You want to use Microsoft Edge, right? Microsoft Edge is the fucking way to go. That's what you need baked into your operating system. Fucking advertisements for the operating system and the vendor's own bullshit. You want to use OneDrive? You want to use fucking OneDrive, don't you? You don't want to use any of that other shit. You don't want to use anything else. Fucking OneDrive, mate. Don't you know you can use Windows Ink so you can draw a big fucking cock on your face? But Windows 10, I mean, yeah. And it spies on you. And you can't turn off Windows updates if you don't agree with them. I saw 3 dots appear over our head there. What was that about? I think that means you can open things. You can disable what, Dame? You can't disable updates in Windows 10, even when you get a super corporate version. Let's read this. Syzygy is a strange dream. All forces below us already know. In the darkness she awaits us. Now this markets itself as a puzzle game. So I imagine there's going to be puzzling to be done. So maybe there will be clues nestled amongst the bosom of the game. What's this? It's a button, that's what it is. You can just not open Edge and it's whatever. Yeah, I know, I get that. I'm happy to not do that ever. But the thing is, the operating system has fucking adverts baked into it of like, mate, you know, have you considered not doing, you know, that Chrome or Firefox or Opera, whatever the fuck you want to use? No, mate. You are an idiot. You don't know what the fuck's best for you. You want fucking Edge. It's so good, in fact, that they're fucking ditching their own rendering engine and they're just going to make it a fucking Chrome skin. That's how good it is. That's how fucking good it is. Let's push this button. Here we go. Wow. Good. Our secrets are not for wandering eyes. She waited for 135 days for us to arrive for her. That's dedication, mate. There's a heart here which is not lit up. I'm going to play with this for a little while and see if the heart changes. No. Nah, mate. Put them in a way. No one wants to see your arse. There we go. Good. Firefox sucks though. Right, well, what are the alternatives, Dame? What are the alternatives? You've got Opera. Okay, no, look, you that's the plan. You need to do half moon. Yeah, Sarika's right. All modern browsers are RAM eaters. It's the way of modern web browsers, unfortunately. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Holy fuck. I don't think I had a shot, did I? There we go. Let's try that. I used to use Opera, I don't anymore. I'll be honest, I am actually a strong proponent of Firefox. I don't agree with all of the stuff in the browser, but Chrome has a lot of stuff baked into it that I don't trust, being a Google product. Firefox is Chrome except Google doesn't spy on you. No, well, that's not true. I mean, let's nerd up for a minute here, kids. Let's fucking get our nerdy pants on, eh? So Chrome is based on what was WebKit and is now Blink as a layout engine. And oh look, we did it. That was more simple than I thought of. Chrome is based off Chromium. Chromium is open source. Yeah, but you could use that, but you could also not use that. Chromium is based on Blink now, which is also shared with Opera and will soon be shared with Microsoft Edge. I didn't have a shot when I started this game, so we're going to have the dribble left over in this wee bottle, which is not much. Firefox uses Gecko as its layout engine, has done for a long time, was originally based on Netscape Navigator, for those of you who are old farts. And of course, Internet Explorer will soon use Blink. Used to use the Edge HTML layout engine when it was on Windows 10, and before that it was Trident, which goes all the way back till the dawn of time. And Opera had Presto, and then it moved to Blink. So there you go. So in a short while, the only web browser that won't be using one based on the Chromium one is Firefox. That's pretty scary, actually. That's pretty scary because that means that, in effect, Google, or at least Google partners who develop Chromium, are going to have a steering force over the way that the internet works, because their layout engine will literally be powering the whole fucking internet, and Firefox will be the last bastion of freedom. Am I being a bit dramatic? Always. I mean, I'm always a bit dramatic. I don't know about that, Dane, but you can definitely download browsers which are not Chrome, which use Chromium, if you so desire. I sense this room is trying to tell us something, but fuck knows if we're gonna figure that out. I'm guessing there's a button in here somewhere. One of these fake butts is a button. There used to be something called iron, Dame, which was like it was like a build of chromium, but I don't know if that's a thing anymore. Buttons. Let's just push them all. I'm happy with that. Sounds like a good plan. Is there a reason you don't want to see? You don't want people to see you using Tor? What? What? I don't know. The chat's moving at quite a. Considering it's 5 minutes before the stream ends, the chat's moving at quite a pace, far too quickly for me to pay attention to that end of the game. Right, hang on. Put my puzzling head on. What? Don't know. Smuggling sausages. The original sausage smuggler. Okay. I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm meant to be doing here. There's a gap. We can't traverse it. These don't seem to do anything particularly interesting. So there we go. We've got to the second puzzle and we are stumped. Opera GX is surprisingly good. Yeah, I mean, I do have a lot of fond memories of Opera, but when they changed how the bookmarks worked, I got a bit upset with it. And I haven't used it since, in fairness. But not to nerd too much about this, but the incoming grand homogenization of browsers, I think, is a bad thing, and I don't think it should be endorsed. Apparently we can't go that way. I'm just trying to see if we've missed anything interesting. It doesn't look like we have. Oh, let me guess. Zombie Nation. Okay, we can't go that way. Right. You have to read to know what to do for jury, you know. What do you mean just keep going? Look at that, we got like a fucking speedrunning strategy already. You just move up and down. Mate, where we go, we're gonna fucking win this. Alright, okay. Well, you'd be thinking that nothing has happened because, in fairness, nothing has happened. What we've done is we've ran around for a while in this sort of lo-fi environment, listening to this kind of sketchy music. No, right, okay. Let's use our noggin for a second here. What could this possibly be trying to tell us that would make sense? I knew I shouldn't have went for a puzzle game. God damn it. Get in there. You end up in heroin dens every 2 streets if you don't know where you're going. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're one of the waypoints on your destination is stopping by the heroin dens, then I guess that's what happens, right? The safest feeling place I've been in is Tokyo. It's probably because they all loved you, Sai. They were like, "Dee, look at this guy. Isn't he the kawaiiest fucking motherfucker that you ever saw?" And then they were like giving you like peace signs and winking at you like, that's me. I was winking at the screen there. I was like, I would be winking at Sai in real life. I did that. The most you'd get is someone trying to convince you for a dodgy nightclub for a massage. Mate, you get that in fucking London. I mean, you don't need to go all the way to fucking Tokyo for that. You just need to hang about in fucking London for a little while. Like outside my flat. No, that's not true. I don't do that anymore. Should we just try and brute force this for a couple of minutes, and then if nothing happens, then I think we can safely say that we did our best. I mean, that's pretty good, right? It's like lights out. I genuinely do not know what's going on in this. I think the fact that the chat is completely moved on to just talking about fucking Tokyo and touching and oh god, seems to have exemplified that this game is perhaps not gripping us in the fashion that it should. Is there any hints on the fucking... No. It looks like, looking at the screenshots, there's fucking loads of shit for us to see. I genuinely do not know what the fuck to do though. Can anyone help? Anyone, please stop talking about fucking Sai and his sexual adventures in Tokyo. Just fucking focus for a minute. Help me with this goddamn puzzle. What is this game trying to tell me? Focus! Just focus for fucking 1 second. There are instructions. No, there are not instructions. What are you talking about? What instructions? I've already read the instructions. The instructions say click the left mouse button. Secret panels. What are you talking about? Secret panel. The mouse cursor on the screen. Oops. There's not secret panels. There's just panels. Let's try playing with the lantern. Maybe fire is the answer. Nope. Nope. Maybe nothing's the answer. Maybe this is it. We're in fucking purgatory and this is our fucking existence from now on. The short games ended up with us being a short, black, wireframey dude. Pulled that one out of the potentially risky bin. And that's it. We're just gonna run around in this fucking monochrome bullshit forever. It's not monochrome, there's actually colours. Syzygy is a strange dream. All forces below us already know. In the darkness she awaits us. Thanks! Yeah, great fucking advice there, Dr. Odd. Secret panels, that was so fucking enlightening. I can't fucking wait to solve the puzzle now with that. Thanks a lot for the tip. This is fucking... oh god, I so want to get past this. Just pay attention to the hints. You are fucking having a laugh, aren't you? You're just like fucking heaving in fucking huge gulp of air so you can laugh your fucking arse off in your fucking gamer chair, aren't you? To a remark like that. The fucking hints. What hints? You don't even know what's happening, do you? But I'm having a domestic with Dr. Odd. The local physician and me are having a bit of a professional disagreement about... I was going to say something else. I didn't do it. Didn't do it. I'm lying in bed. I say follow paths. Follow those paths. Follow them. What do you mean follow those paths? Try following the road path on the floor. Right. I did think that, but how? And this game doesn't even have like proper fucking pixely detection. It's all weird, like. Uh-huh. There are 2 panels not visible in the other room. What do you mean? Gonna give Fudge the benefit of the doubt and blame this game, not the... You gotta figure out the pattern to walk in. What? What do you mean the pattern to walk in, though? How does that make sense with what we're being presented with here? You watch someone beat this? Damn, come on now. I don't even know how we would know if we got the puzzle right, to be honest. I guess we would need to keep coming out and check that thing. Do you know what? I'll be honest. I've had a bit to drink, and this is not really connecting with me at all. There probably is a really obvious... Given that the other puzzle was so simple that even I could figure it out. Also, if only the fucking... What I can only assume is the solution room and the actual thing we need to look at weren't so far apart. Maybe there's some help in the comments, you fucking comedian. What do you fucking think is in the comments? I'll show you what's in the fucking comments. You look at that? There aren't any comments. There is a walkthrough though. Should we look at the walkthrough? Yeah, got this bit. I figured this bit out. I don't think it looked quite like that though. Okay, here we go. Right. Main 9-button puzzle. In this section there are 2 main rooms. One of them has 9 buttons in it, the other has a diagram on the ground. The buttons correspond to the squares that are connected on the diagram. In the button room, press the buttons so all the buttons are lit except for the buttons on the top left and the bottom left. After doing this, a bridge should appear which will allow you to proceed. What? How? What? How? How are you supposed to figure that out? How are you what? How does that make any sense? What? fucking what? I'm gonna have some fucking Parma Violet gin. I can't be dealing with this. How does that make any sense? I don't get it. What? It does. How do you discern that from that? Hey Dame, why don't you ask your fucking supercomputer boyfriend streamer, who's apparently smarter than I, how they figured that out without looking at the walk? They probably looked at the walkthrough. Let's not kid ourselves here. I can't believe I had to look at the walkthrough. And look at that! The fucking bridge is there. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, right? Look. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. What? How is that connected? It's probably really obvious. I probably should. I'll just dig in a hole for myself. I'm gonna drink the Thanos cum. The game's not over this bridge though, is it? It's got a big gamer brain. Oh no, this looks like loads more doors. No. Misguided travelers seek an impossible gift, but they are just imposters to her. For she knows truth is hidden in plain sight. How much longer of this game have we got to go? Enough that the only way I would get through it would be by just following the walkthrough, and I don't think that's necessarily that fulfilling a task. I get it now that I've seen the solution, but I'm stumped. Pure, explain it to me, honestly, please. I don't get it. Right, let's go back. Fuck off. Stop that. Explain it to me, honestly. It's fucking killing me, man. And then I'm shutting this down. Explain to me how this corresponds to the solution. Please, 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 please. 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 Pure, please. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, and I'm excited. I'm upset as well. I don't care about the other rooms. This game's upset me a bit. So. Pure, don't be a cock tease. Come on. Come on, Pure. Get it out. Fucking on the table. Whap it out. So what I think people are... That doesn't... What do you mean they're disconnected though? This one is connected via this fucking long string of dots here. But it is connected, look! Look! Look, I fucking got there, I didn't touch the blacks at all. So, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks, Comigio. Have a fantastic evening. It's been a pleasure streaming to you. I hope you have an excellent time. What? What do you mean it's not connected? Not connected to what? What is it not connected to? The string of dots isn't connected to another node. What? But what? In what way is it not connected to another node? Do you mean that it doesn't have like this three-pronged thing here? That's fucking stupid, man. That's fucking... You could honestly... Do you know what? See if that would have been... What would have made that apparent, right? I'm not even sure I think that makes sense at all. But if you took that out... See if you took the bit that I'm walking over now. This bit here. No, look. Right, look. If what you're saying is that it's connected, if you want to follow some kind of logic, right, then these bits here it's not even. Yeah. Okay. Haven't thought about it a bit. I can understand in a twisted sort of way why, but you know what? This is why I don't play puzzle games. I don't have a brain that's geared up for this sort of shit. I'm not playing this anymore. I'm done. That was Ether or Ether, everybody. Warning: this game contains flashing images. Yeah. I didn't see that many flashing images. I'm a bit disappointed by that. Apparently the tags included things like monsters. I didn't see any monsters. I didn't see anything like that. Chicken and turkey are both good, and I like to alternate between them. Generic sprite made game. What? It is too late for that. Ha ha ha! You have missed your opportunity. Well, I mean, it's probably quite hard in that game, but yeah, I mean, again, puzzles. I don't like playing puzzle games that much because I feel, especially after I've had a bit to drink, the pressure in trying to figure these things out is distracting enough. Yeah. It wasn't a rage quit at all. It wasn't a rage quit. We played that game for ages. We played it for a very long time. I would rather be playing Bird Guy, to be honest. At least then I had the sensation of flying, whereas in this game I just had the sensation of failure. That's never good.